Welcome everybody. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I certainly hope you come back. Today's video is just going to be a introduction to to the new to me kayak.
Guaranteed to get what you need, and that's what you want, what you want. Sometimes I am like a wave on the sea. That's when I feel like I'm totally free.
I did find a used kayak and bought one. I have not got word about my 360 drive. I will get into a little bit of that in a few minutes. First off, I do want to thank the fine family who own Brooks Brothers Construction out of Naples, Florida. They are the ones that I purchased this Hobie from, and super nice people, absolutely wonderful people. And I would just like to personally thank them for selling it to me. So, what we got here, well, it is a 2015 Revo 13. Yes, I'm back in a Revo, people. Now, it's still a little bit of work in progress. Obviously the fish finder is not going to go there. It's actually going to go there on the track, which I have to install. That's just sitting there. There, you know, I've had to work out some kinks in everything. But this is the boat that I'll be using for a while anyway, and then here and there. I don't know if you can see it, but it does have, you know, the GT drive, and they are the standard fins. And I am going to keep the standard fins for now. Fishing where I am right now, I'm only in sometimes a foot of water, so having the shorter fins is key. Once I start going offshore, I will probably get the turbo fins and probably the Arma kit for when I do that. But for right now, the standard fins is working well. Now, with the 360 drive, I kind of got a little bit of flack while I was push pulling and not paddling and yada yada yada. I did have a paddle. I always have a paddle with me. I know it is a U.S. Coast Guard regulation and all of that. So I just do want to point that out. The PA, because there's no paddle holder and like a full holder, I only take half with the grip. So trying to maneuver that big boat with that paddle, in a pinch I'll do it, but it's much easier as a push pull or a two push pull if I can't use my drive. So that is why I was doing that and not paddling. So also the drive itself, I have not got any word on that yet. It's only been a week and a half. So, you know, it is what it is. There's been a lot of back and forth on Facebook about the drive, and you know, I probably could have ordered the cable and taken it apart and fixed it myself, yes. But having Hobie go through that drive, probably not a bad idea. So that is why I chose to do that. But now, the Revo, it's pretty straightforward, people. I mean, 13 foot, does have the standard rudder. I am going to get the sailing rudder because that rudder does not turn very well. The anchor trolley was on there. I kind of tightened it up and flipped it because it was actually reversed. So the ring was actually on top. and not on underneath. So I switched that. It did come with kind of a wrap. Jen and I took that off one night, and this is a Hook 4 that I picked up here locally from someone. I paid $75 for it. So with the fishing I've been doing, I don't need side scan. I don't need a lot. So I'm going basic with this boat. Hook 4, because I did want GPS. That is, I think in a place where you don't know, is crucial. The mangroves around here can go for miles and miles and miles, and I do not want to get lost. There's, I think, 75, 80 miles of canals in Cape Coral, which I do plan on exploring sometime. Having GPS is crucial. And when I go offshore with this, because this is the boat I will probably go offshore a lot in. It's quick, it's fast. I have 2 live wells. I have my old live well that I'll put in this, and I will troll, and see what I can get offshore. So that is all coming. As soon as things turn around here and heat up. I know my northern friends are going to curse me on this, but it is winter in Florida. And just like winter in New England, winter in Florida, things slow down. Yes, you can still find fish, and it is frustrating when I don't find the fish and I go on Facebook and I see some of the locals finding fish. It is frustrating, but sticking to what I know, I'm sticking to doing what I do, and I will figure things out. But once the water temperature starts warming up, things will start running the beach. Tarpon will start rolling more. I didn't film it, but the first time I took this Revo out, I took it into a canal, and it is a known location for juvenile tarpon. And I had a 3-footer roll about 1.5 feet from my kayak. That was super cool. I wish I would have got that on film, but so that is all coming. I am so looking forward to getting offshore. I have all those butterfly jigs and slow pitch jigs that I'm dying to use, and it's kind of hard to do that in 2 feet of water. So, some of you do know that I do have a charter coming up. On the move down, I turned 50, and my wife Jen got me a charter. So it's an offshore charter for, I think it's an 8-hour charter, and we're going to be going 40, 50 miles offshore into the Gulf of Mexico. I'm taking my father-in-law and a couple of his buddies, and we're just waiting for the right day, and that is going to be absolutely fantastic. Cabera snapper maybe, cobia, Goliath grouper, who knows what we're going to get. So I'm looking forward to that. That is coming up very shortly. We do not have a date yet. As trying to get 5 different schedules plus the captain's schedule coordinated is a little challenging. But that is coming up soon, and I'm super excited about that. Yes, I will be taking my slow pitch stuff, and I'm going to see what it can do. But yeah, so this is the boat that's going to hold me over. I am excited to put her through the paces again, get her out some more. But I will tell you that I did get out this morning. I went out of a little island called Matlacha. I know at least Steve, my buddy Steve, Kubota Steve, knows Matlacha very well. It is a really cool little island. I launched out of there this morning before the winds kicked up, and I did manage a puffer fish. But as I went into a little cove, I noticed some stingrays. So I took my rear camera, stuck it in the water to get you guys some footage of that. And what I didn't know is the lock mechanism on the Railblaza boom was not engaged, and I lost my camera. So that kind of put a damper on the day. So yeah, it's the last couple trips have been a struggle, but I am optimistic that things will change, things will turn around once the temperature starts warming up, which it is. Last week it was very for southern Florida it was cold, and I know all my New England friends are screaming at me right now, but yes, it was actually cold. For South Florida, it was cold. And the water temperatures took a plummet. And just like up north, the fish react. So, that doesn't help my chances of finding fish. If you guys, any of you do have questions about South Florida or the kayaks or anything like that, don't hesitate to ask. Comment below in the comments, or get me on Facebook or Instagram, whatever. I'll be more than happy to answer anything. And if I don't know it, I will find someone who does. And I hope you enjoyed this. And until next time, I'll see you out there.